Welcome to the IEC 62850 Client Conformance Verifier demonstration. The verifier is designed to be used to certify a 62850 client device to determine whether it conforms to the certification requirements as required by the UCA client test procedure specification. So let me give you a brief introduction of the layout of the tool. The most important part here is the left pane that you see where it lists various test cases and test categories. So all these names and numbers correspond to the UCA client test procedure. And as you drill into each category, you'll see individual test cases that you could run. And as you see, as I click through different test cases, the diagram here, the visual diagram of the test sequence also changes along with it. So this application basically will monitor the exchanges that happen between the client DUT that we're testing against a server device, which could be a full IED device or some type of simulator that simulates an IED. So to configure the verifier, it's really very simple to do. What we need to do is because it needs to know which server device it needs to monitor the traffic for. It just needs the IP address of that server device. And then similarly, because we also need to analyze the traffic coming and be received by the client device, it also needs to know the IP address of the client device. And then further, we need to tell it which adapter that it needs to listen on as far as a network adapter. And then in this case, it's an Intel Ethernet adapter that it's going to listen to. And then there's various filters you could turn on at various layers of the communication layer, down to the raw level, to the MMS and ACSI, which is the abstract communication interface. And then finally, you could also change the directories of where trace and report files could locate in, as well as the base program of this program. So what we're going to do is select the CASS1. CASS1 test cases are very simple associate and release command test sequence. And to select it, you select it with the mouse and then you press the space bar. And as you saw, as I did that, it put a check mark on the left. And then this test cases, again, it's an associate command and release command sequence. And then we're going to run it through once, and then it's going to repeat it 3 more times. So we're going to run it 4 times total. In order to run that test case, all you do is click this start button. So with that, the test sequence is asking us to do force the SUT to associate with the server. So we're going to cause that to happen by doing a command, connect command. And then now it's asking us to do a release. So we're going to do a disconnect in order for that to happen. And then again, because of this repeat thing, repeat command that we saw, it's going to repeat it 3 more times. So we're going to do another associate by triggering a connect, and then do another release by doing a disconnect. And then again, it's asking us to do associate. So we're going to do another connect, and then do another release. And then finally, this will be the final round. We're going to do a connect, and then do a final disconnect. And then as you saw at the end, it's recognized that it repeated a total of 4 times. It's 4 times because the first sequence, and then do another 3 repeat. And then you could also observe all of the exchanges that happen at different levels. So this is a associate command, and then it gives you a breakdown of all the ACSI command along with all the parameters that happen. And then you could also observe other messages that happen in the exchange. So the test tool gives you ability to analyze the traffic and then analyze all the messages that happen. And at the end, you basically conclude by looking at the messages whether the client device successfully completed this test case or not. In this case, it did. It correctly did the associate and release command. So now we're going to mark it as yes. And that's basically the end of the test case. Thank you.